When we were growing up, we had a kid that was a little older than us in the neighborhood, and he had a paper route. He had the Chicago Daily News, and on his bike he had the hooks, more like horns, looked like a matador, looked like a bull horns on his handlebars. And he would take his Daily News bag and hook up the bag to the handlebars and go do his route. But the coolest thing about this guy is he had a beer can collection. And there were some kids that had beer can collections that all the cans were empty, so they weren't worth as much as the kids whose dads let them keep the beer in the can, make them worth a little more than they really were, and they weren't really worth that much. You come into a garage and the guy would have 150 cans stacked up against the wall. And those were the guys, wow, in the neighborhood, man. They played they played baseball, but you know what? They were cool because they had a beer can collection. I remember there was always a kid trying to hand off a black label, which was a red can with a black label. Hey, look what I have. I have a can of Black Label. I'll trade you this for your Foster Lager. Big boy. Hit the road. And the funny thing is, though, back to cans here in Chicago. And I got all these craft beers that are coming in big. Revolution. Lagunitas is opening up in Chicago. Now, this is a bottle. But the crazy thing is most of these places are putting their beer in cans. And with, I don't know if it's beer can technology, but it tastes pretty damn good in a can. And, you know, I don't have a beer can collection because I sure as hell don't think my wife's going to let me do it. And I'm definitely not going to have a beer can collection where I'm going to leave the beer in them. But that's what we've gotten back to. And a can of beer is the big thing in Chicago these days. No beer can collections for me. That's a good one. Anti-Hero, which is an IPA by Revolution up on the north side of Chicago. But yeah, it's just me. I was bullshitting thinking about beer can collections. And the kids in the neighborhood had the awesome beer can collections were the cool kids. Have a good night.